We've all been there, tempted by shiny cruise deals or onboard upgrades that promise the world only to realize later we've wasted money on stuff we didn't need. So we asked the real cruise veterans what they never fall for anymore, from overpriced extras to sneaky onboard traps. These are the biggest cruise ripoffs that experienced cruisers avoid like rough seas. Whether you're booking your very first sailing or looking to cruise smarter, this video is going to save you a ton. Starting with the biggest money trap of them all. 1. Cruise line shore excursions. When I booked my very first cruise, I thought I had to go with the ship's excursions. I mean, they were right there during booking and looked super organized. But after a few overpriced bus rides to jewelry stores and barely 15 minutes at actual attractions, I wised up. Here's the deal. Cruise line excursions are marked up big time. You're paying for convenience, but often at the cost of flexibility, authenticity, and value. Most of the time, you're herded around in large groups, rushed through 3 or 4 stops, and surprisingly end up at a sponsored gift shop. Sound familiar? Veteran cruisers almost always book independently. You can find smaller group tours, private drivers, or even just plan your own day using local taxis or public transport. Websites like Viator or Shore Excursions Group are great starting points. Just be sure to read the reviews and check the return to ship guarantee. And here's a pro tip. Facebook groups for your sailing often have seasoned travelers recommending amazing local guides. One time in Barcelona, a group of us hired a private driver for less than half of what the cruise line was charging, and had a way better time. So yeah, skip the overpriced cookie cutter tours. Plan your own adventure, you'll save money and have way more fun. Unlimited drink packages. Look, I love a poolside margarita as much as the next cruiser, but unlimited drink packages? They're one of the cruise line's most genius money traps, and I felt for it. Hard. On one cruise, I bought the package thinking I'd get my money's worth, but by day 3, I was drinking espresso martinis just to hit my quota. Spoiler alert, I still did. Here's the math most people don't do. To break even on most drink packages, you'll need to drink 6 to 8 alcoholic beverages every single day. I'm not talking beers, I mean cocktails or premium wine. If you're a light or casual drinker, you're losing money. If you only drink at dinner or skip alcohol entirely, it's a total waste. Experienced cruisers know to wait for drink specials, happy hours, or even just buy alcohol a la carte. Many cruise lines also let you bring a bottle or 2 of wine on board. Now, there are times when the drink packages make sense, like if it's included in a promo or you plan to drink specialty coffees, mocktails, and bottled water too, but otherwise, skip the package. Enjoy your cruise without turning it into a numbers game. Your liver and your wallet will thank you. 3. Onboard photo packages. Ah yes, the classic awkward photo at embarkation. You, the gangway, and a tired smile with the ship awkwardly looming in the background. Been there, done that, and yes, I even bought the photo once. Never again. Here's why expert cruisers never fall for onboard photo packages. They're wildly overpriced, and in the age of smartphones, totally unnecessary. Most of us are walking around with high-quality cameras in our pockets. We're also used to taking better, more natural photos of ourselves and our families. Photos we actually like. Cruise ship photographers are everywhere, at dinner, in the atrium, even at the gangway, and while there's no harm in letting them take your picture, the unlimited photo packages can run into the hundreds, and the individual prints aren't cheap either. Plus, the poses often feel stiff, awkward, or just plain cheesy. Now, if you're getting married, celebrating an anniversary, or want a special portrait with the kids, sure, go for it. But for regular cruising, save your cash. Take advantage of the great lighting on deck. Ask a fellow passenger to snap a pic or use a tripod. You'll end up with better memories and none of the buyer's remorse. 4. Art auctions at sea. I'll be honest, I sat through my first cruise art auction for the free glass of champagne. And while it was entertaining in a what am I doing here kind of way, it didn't take long to realize the whole thing was just one big sales pitch dressed up as culture. Art auctions on cruises are classic high markup experiences. The pieces look impressive, sometimes even with fake brush strokes added for texture. But most of what's sold are mass-produced prints or low-end reproductions that you can find online or on land for much less. The auctioneers use flashy language and last-chance urgency to push sales, and some guests genuinely believe they're investing in fine art. They're not. Veteran cruisers know how to enjoy the gallery as a visual break, maybe even grab the free drink and politely sneak out before the real sales pressure begins. And if you do happen to fall in love with a piece, snap a photo of the artist's name and look it up when you get home. 9 times out of 10, it's cheaper and shipping isn't a nightmare. Bottom line, the art gallery isn't there to enrich your cruise experience. It's there to boost the cruise line's bottom line. Browse, don't buy. 5. Full-price spa and salon services. Confession. I booked a hot stone massage on my first cruise thinking it would be the ultimate way to kick off vacation. And while the massage was relaxing, the final bill, after the upcharges, the product pitch, and the gratuity, left me more tense than when I walked in. Here's what experienced cruisers know. Spa and salon services on cruise ships are luxury price, not luxury quality. The same facial or deep tissue massage that costs $80 at home might run you $180 on board, and that's before they start suggesting you get the $200 seaweed wrap kit for maintenance. Experts skip the full price bookings, and if they want a treatment, they wait for port days when ships offer discounts. You can also sometimes use onboard credit towards spa services, which softens the blow a bit. Another option? Skip the treatment and just book a pass to the thermal suite for the week, or better yet, for just one quiet port day. If you really want pampering, schedule your massage for when you get home. Or if you must indulge on board, go in knowing the cost and avoid the hard sell at the end. Your wallet and your peace of mind will be better off for it. 6. Casino deals. Casinos at seas are like floating Las Vegas lobbies, but with fewer clocks, no windows, and worse odds. I learned that the hard way after one lucky night turned into a string of losses faster than you can say slot tournament. Here's what many first-timers don't realize. Cruise casinos are big businesses for the cruise lines, and the odds are rarely in your favor. The slot machines tend to have worse payout percentages than land-based casinos, and those enticing tournaments or free play offers, they're designed to keep you at the machines, not to help you win. Experienced cruisers know better. They might stroll through the casino for a look or to enjoy the vibe, but they don't count on winning, and they definitely don't waste hours trying to chase the jackpot. Plus, who wants to spend their vacation in a dimly lit, windowless room when there's ocean air and poolside relaxation waiting? If you love gambling and plan to play responsibly, set a strict budget and stick to it. But if you're hoping the casino will somehow fund your next cruise, don't count on it. The house almost always wins. Expert tip, save your chips for the onboard trivia night instead. It's more fun and way less expensive. 7. Premium Wi-Fi packages. I used to think I needed cruise Wi-Fi for checking emails, posting photos, maybe streaming a show before bed. Then I paid for that premium streaming package and realized it barely streamed anything. Buffering, slow load times, and random disconnects became my digital vacation. Here's the truth. Wi-Fi at sea is better than it used to be, but it's still not great. Cruise ships rely on satellite internet. Unless you're on one of the newer ships with upgraded systems, your $20 a day connection might be slower than 2003 dial-up. Ouch. Most expert cruisers skip the Wi-Fi entirely, using the cruise as a chance to actually unplug. It's one of the only vacations where you're expected to disconnect, and it feels amazing once you let go. Need to check in occasionally? Many ports have excellent 4G or 5G coverage. Just make sure your phone plan includes international roaming or has a cruise port package. You can pop your phone out of airplane mode while docked and catch up, then switch back once the ship sets sail. If your work demands Wi-Fi, research your ship's packages carefully, but if not, skip the stress and the bill. You'll enjoy your cruise way more without a blinking signal bar constantly judging you. 8. Jewelry store sales. I'll never forget the time I pulled into a portside jewelry stop by a free charm flyer from the cruise. An hour later, I'd been offered once-in-a-lifetime discounts on a diamond bracelet I never asked for, and that same bracelet, I later found it online for half the price. Jewelry shops on cruises and in port areas are infamous for their aggressive tactics and inflated prices. Whether it's Diamond Internationals or Effie, most are designed with one goal: sell high-ticket items to tourists who feel like they're getting a deal. Expert cruisers do not fall for this. They know that cruise-related jewelry promos are often just smoke and mirrors, limited-time sales that run every week, discounts built into inflated prices, and certified gems that aren't quite as rare as they're made out to be. If you genuinely want to shop for jewelry, do your research in advance. Know the brand, compare prices online, and never let yourself get pressured into buying something before the ship leaves. And if you just want a free charm, sure, go grab it, but leave your credit card in your cabin. There's no sparkle in buyer's remorse. The smartest cruisers leave the jewelry behind and bring home the memories instead. 9. Bottled water packages. Now, this one might be a little controversial because yes, I still somewhat buy the bottled water package. But most expert cruisers will tell you it's one of the biggest unnecessary expenses on a cruise. Cruise lines charge a premium for bottled water, sometimes up to $3 or $4 per bottle, unless you buy a whole package in advance. But here's the thing, the water on board is already filtered and safe to drink. Whether it's from your stateroom sink or the buffet's drink station, it's the exact same water they serve in the main dining room. What most savvy cruisers do is bring a reusable stainless steel bottle. You can fill it at breakfast, top it off at lunch, and even carry it off the ship for port days. Some cruisers even pack small electrolyte packets just for a little flavor and hydration boost. Now, if you're picky about water taste and you're headed to a super hot destination, maybe bottled water is worth it for convenience. But if you're trying to cruise smart and cut unnecessary costs, ditch the bottle packs. They take up space, create plastic waste, and honestly, they add up fast. Save your budget for a sunset cocktail or a shore excursion instead. Your cruise memories should not come with a water bill. 10. Specialty restaurants every night. I love a fancy dinner as much as everyone. Give me a steakhouse or a sushi night and I'm all in. But eating at a specialty restaurant every single night of a cruise, that's a fast track to draining your vacation budget. Specialty dining on cruise ships isn't cheap. Some venues charge $30 to $60 a person, and that doesn't always include drinks or gratuities. Now, times that by 2 people, 7 nights, and yeah, you're looking at more than the cost of another cruise. Experienced cruisers usually pick 1 or 2 special nights to dine in an upscale venue like formal night or a birthday, and enjoy the included dining the rest of the time. And honestly, the food in the main dining room or buffet is often really good. Cruise lines want you to be impressed, even if you never spend an extra dime on food. If you like cruising on a budget, plan your specialty dining strategically. Look for discounts, sometimes offered on embarkation day, share plates if allowed, or try lunch instead of dinner. It's often cheaper. Bottom line, you don't need to dine like royalty every night to feel like you're on a luxurious vacation. The best meals on a cruise are the ones you enjoy with zero pressure and zero regrets. 11. Laundry packages. Unless you're on a month-long voyage or traveling with toddlers, cruise laundry packages are one of the biggest wastes of money you'll find on board. On a 7-night cruise, do you really need your socks folded by a stranger? Cruise lines often charge $30 to $50 for small bags of laundry, and some offer unlimited laundry for over $100. While that might sound convenient, most expert cruisers know how to pack smart or bring DIY options. I personally pack lightweight, fast-drying clothes and toss in a few laundry sheets or travel detergent pods. Rinse in the sink, hang in the shower, boom. Fresh shirt, no bill. Some ships have self-serve laundromats, and they're way cheaper, but they're also limited and can get crowded on sea days. That's why the true pro move is to pack smarter, not wash more. Rewear outfits, rotate accessories, and prioritize comfort over quantity. If you really need something cleaned, like formal wear, wait for laundry specials, usually mid-cruise or on port heavy days. But for everything else, skip the package, skip the stress, and do what seasoned cruisers do. Cruise light, cruise smart, and keep your money for things that matter more, like excursions, drinks, or another cruise. So, which of these cruise ripoffs surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing from fellow cruisers. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone planning their next trip. Don't forget to subscribe for more insider cruise tips every week. And until next time, smooth sailing and smart spending.